Alright. Let's get this started. Thinking we might just do a classic board today. Nothing too special. We'll save those other boards for challenges. Also, the next time I play and do a challenge, I might do the online multiplayer because I'm curious to see how other people play this game around the world. Like, I have my set style, and I know it's not like a one-size-fits-all, but it works pretty good for me. Hope you're having a good Monday. Everything's going well. It's a cool, cloudy, wet one here. I would like to be. I can be blue. Yeah. Let's go and get this started. I think I'm good. I think I got mic settings all good. Oh, I see. I see. You know, just kind of looking at the premise of the game, it's like you start with $200,000. They should have you start with nothing, and then if you go to college, you should have to get the loans, or you can spend for the scholarship. I think just being able to go right out the gate kind of takes some of the life out of life. Alright, let's get this. We're going. You know it. You know what we're doing. All about my knowledge, all about my money. Let's go. I'm gonna get a little 7. Take the video game designer. I'm good. Let's get it. Give me the guitar lessons. Oh man, you got that chance spice real early. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Not even married yet. It's gonna just run straight to it. Hey there, Link Mario. How's it going today? Seems like there's a little bit of a delay. Maybe I'll pick up here in a second. It'll read the message. It should. hear me? Always have to do a sound check. It's like, I think I'm broadcasting sound. Oh no, what's got you down? Played a little bit of Life today, so it's easy for me to talk. When I play
Hey Ido Praise QP6SV, how are you? Feeling a little low, but I'm okay. Can you hear me?
There we go. Let's catch it up. So what's got you down in the dumps, can you say? If you don't want to share, that's fine too. I know sometimes I have days where I'm not feeling 100%. So, completely understand. Glad you had a chance to stop by. Hopefully you get a little bit of entertainment out of this when I become a millionaire as a video game designer. Now we ain't get no kids. Kids cost money. Stay single. Ah! It was in between a payday and $100,000. Ain't that a movie? Let me go ahead and volunteer for charity on this one. I feel like I need to do a good deed. Hope everybody's having a good day, good night. I know for some people it's late at night, and for
Yes,
others...
I can hear you, and just general streamers being rude to me is all.
Oh no, that's not good. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. As I said before, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes folks have their days. Hopefully it's not a... Hopefully the rudeness is not something they make a habit out of. I know sometimes it's easy for me, since I use... So the way my streaming situation is set up is I'm playing on a PlayStation 4, and I'm reading the chat from my phone. And so I try to put my phone in a place where I can see it, but I have a smaller screen, so I don't always see the messages, and so I rely heavily on the text to voice to be able to interact with people, and when it lags, it slows down my responses sometimes. I need to get a better setup where I'm using my laptop because the screen is bigger and it's easier for me to read without having to wait for the voice to read it. But yeah, well, hopefully you enjoy yourself here. Like I said, I try to be as interactive as possible. I sort of got the late shift, so it's like when you and I see each other in the morning during sick ass stream. I'm sure it's the afternoon for you, but it's morning for me. And then I got the evening, and so for you, this is like getting late night. Sure. Oh, come on. Okay, this is not that bad. I can handle this. Yup. We're taking the surfing lessons. See, I find the name of the game is getting as smart and as rich as you can.
No, you're okay. Both you and Sick As are brilliant, just others is all. I ask a general question and I get treated like rubbish.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. Well, like I said, hopefully it's not something that they make a habit out of. And then always remember that you do have a choice. You know, there's millions of streamers around the world that would appreciate and enjoy your company. It just takes a little bit of time to find them. It's sort of like, you know, trying to figure out what's your favorite ice cream. Sometimes you got to try them all, and Eventually you realize you like chocolate double fudge. Yeah, I have a couple of streamers that I watch pretty regularly. Both like big streamers that have like millions of subscribers, and smaller ones that have, you know, a couple of hundred, you know, to 1,000. I kind of span across the board. I support them all as best as I can. But I can't tolerate like the rude ones, so I've run
Have
into.
you heard of Bardo gets scared and yes if play Zelda?
I heard of. No, I don't think I've ever heard of them before. I've never heard of those two YouTubers before. Are they bigger YouTubers? Are they smaller? I guess the first question is, where are they located? Are they US based or UK based? Or like England or Europe? Because most of the YouTubers I watch are US based.
Both of them are very rude.
Oh, well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I hope you find a place you can settle. Well, like you said, you got sick ass earlier, and then you got me later. So I'll help you get to bed. I got the late shift. Oh yeah, we're doing the go-kart race. You can get some money. Let's do it. Gonna make you sick, make you stupid. Let's go. Oh, there's 50% chance somebody can do better than me. Well, I just tied with that person. Well, tied for first place. Tied for second place. Spin off. Do we both get the second place money, or do we have to do spin off? No, we tied for second. It's all good. I'll take that money. Take that money. Ah, come on now. What makes me Thank you for stopping by the other evening and playing the murder mystery trivia. I watched a little bit of the stream this afternoon between things just to kind of check the quality and stuff. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm looking forward to doing it again and potentially having some more players. So I'm going to do that trivia game again on Friday. So if you liked it and you want to stop by again, please feel free to do so. I'm going to invite some other people to join us, so we have more of a full house. I think the more people that play that game, the crazier it gets. Excuse me. Oh no, you weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. You know what though? I realized it after I had finished it, and when I was watching the replay. I can turn off the U.S. based questions. So it was asking a lot of questions that had to do with like United States, like pop trivia and books and stuff like that. I can change that and make it more world. And I think if I did that, it would level the game out a little bit more. Because I noticed that on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? When I used to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, at the beginning I had it on US mode because it's just set that way on default. But when I turned off US based questions, it seemed like the questions were more reasonable because they were more general. So the next time I play, I'm going to turn off the US based questions. Get it. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm on a house. I see you wrote something on a second there. It looks... Can't make out that word. One second.
Hey Ido Praise QP6SV, how are you? Skipping some comments. Both of them are very rude. Oh, I was terrible, lol. Sup? What game is this? It looks familiar.
Oh, this is the Game of Life 2.
PS4.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
Game of Life 2 PS4. I'm sorry, there was somebody else that came into the chat. Hey, how are you doing today? This is My Apple Spins. Yeah, we're playing a board game for our first game of the evening. Usually, I do board games just because they're good starters for me. It helped me transition from work to playing video games. And two, it's sort of like a kind of open chat. Good to hear. It's an open chat where people can stop by. My apologies if I don't respond to your text or to your message.
I love board games.
Right away. I rely heavily on the
Hey, my Apple spins.
text to voice in order to respond. So if there's a lag between it reading your message out loud, I may not see it right away. But thank you for stopping by.
It's okay.
So always a good time to be had during this time. As I said, we play board games. So usually when I stream live, I do 2 games a night. The first game every night is usually some kind of board game.
No problem.
Or game show, or a trivia game. The second game on Mondays and Wednesdays is usually like a series game. So the series game we're playing right now is Red Dead Redemption 2. On Fridays, the second game is always like a movie game or some kind of something that's sort of like an interactive movie where we can kind of all grab some popcorn and snacks, sit back and watch, help make decisions to
epic.
change the movie and the endings. And then on Sunday, the second game is usually a game that either I can beat in one setting, or it's a game like a one-off where I'm revisiting an old game to make different decisions. So this week's Sunday game will be the Stanley Parable. Tonight and Wednesday night will be Red Dead Redemption. Friday, the second game will be a movie game called The Complex. And like I said, during this hour, we will be playing board games on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. When is it going to be my turn? I feel like it hadn't been my turn in a long time. But it's cool though. I mean, I appreciate it because it gives me time to talk.
You got a good channel, like different things you know, it is good.
Oh, thank you. I try to make it a little bit of variety. You know, I like, depending on, you know, the day of the week and kind of what all's going on. Sometimes I like things that are a little bit more chill. Sometimes I like things that have a little bit more action.
No problem.
So I try to mix the channel up so it's a little bit of both. And I do play Elden Ring, so you'll see Elden Ring streams kind of sprinkled in between. 40% chance. 40% chance. I'm in first place. I'm in first place. I'm in first place. That's what I'm talking about. Give me my $200,000. Yeah, if you're good at like trivia games and game shows like Wheel of Fortune and Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and Family Feud, and sometimes I've thought about playing this with other people, but I would just be controlling all the characters, but we could still do it that way. Like I said, mainly this is just sort of you can kind of think of it like a social club, you know. It's like this is our time where we get together and just kind of talk about whatever's on your mind. But yeah, anybody else that's in the chat, feel free to speak up. I'm always happy to Hold on. Not really a big fan of talking about like politics and sports, but anything outside of those two subjects, I'm usually pretty open to speaking about. So what kinds of games do you all play? I know Link Mario has a channel, and he plays a lot of like Zelda and kind of games that fall into that kind of genre. Uh, what kinds of games does everybody play? Because I may be able to play them on the channel. That's why I ask. So if there's something that you like to see, I don't mind adding it to the list. Now, do realize the games would have to be on the PlayStation. I do
play
have.
like Minecraft, Valorant, Trina think what else?
Oh, okay. Have you ever played Stardew Valley? I have Minecraft. I do have Minecraft. Maybe I'll do Minecraft. Okay. Maybe I'll do Minecraft for a Sunday stream one time. It's a good chill game.
I played Stardew Valley before.
Okay, so you played Stardew before. Okay, cool. Mario, League Mario, what other games do you play? Because I saw mainly Link in Zelda. Do you play any other series? I do have an original Switch, but I don't have a capture card, so I can't stream that. Oh yeah, we're gonna be a brain surgeon. All day. All day. Wait a minute. There's more value to being a brain technician. So see, look, if we're the brain surgeon, we get more money, but we have to pay more taxes. But if we're the min energy, we only take a $20,000 hit in the salary, but the taxes go down by $40,000. So I think the safer route is to be the wind energy technician. Yeah, I've heard really
I'm
good things.
sorry, what was the question? I was sorting out my bed. My apologies, lol.
No worries. I noticed that you play a lot of Zelda on your channel. My Apple was saying that they play a lot of different types of games, like Minecraft and things like that. Do you play anything else besides like Zelda games? And if so, what games do you like? Sorry, that was a long spin. Man, we got paid twice. What I'm talking about. We're doing good. We're actually doing really good. So if a player lands on my number, my magic number is 8, then I get money. How does bingo go to your heart points?
Oh, right. I play Hogwarts, Fall Guys, I think that's it.
Yeah, I do have Fall Guys too. I've never played it before though. So maybe I'll add those to the Sunday stream. And maybe one Sunday I'll do Minecraft. And another Sunday I'll do Fall Guys. I've never played Fall Guys before. I've seen people play it on like YouTube streams and stuff, but I've never done it myself. Looks like we're doing okay. Alright, here we go. Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies. Stop! I'll take the 5. Ah, I want to be 6. It's okay. I'm gonna take selling the vintage spoon collection because... Wait a minute. Okay, so if I do the costume contest, it's basically a spin-off. So I have to pick who I want to go against, and whoever gets the highest prize gets $100,000 from the other person. So there's a chance I could win $100,000, and then there's a chance I could lose $100,000. Or I could sell my vintage spoon online, and I can either get $20,000 or $80,000, but there's no chance that I'll lose money. So it's either get a little bit of money or a lot of money, or take a chance to win a lot of money or lose a lot of money. I like to play it safe, so we're gonna sell the spoons. If I get black, I get 80,000. If I get red, I get 20,000. Black. I see it. That's what I'm talking about. I seen it first. Oh man, they're at the end. They're getting ready to retire. But let's see. Oh, they got a lot of money. I didn't get nothing. Maddie. But yeah, feel free to check out the channel. You can kind of see some of the previous videos and streams. Seems like a lot of people like Red Dead Redemption 2. This is my first time playing it. But I like it a lot. It's a really good game. It's like graphically it's really pretty, and the story is amazing. It reminds me of sort of a cowboy version of Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, today was a busy Monday for sure. I think in general things have just been busy. But it's always good to just stop and sort of recharge with the game. Stop. It's okay. Two's good. Two's good. We'll take the
I'm thinking of holding back on some streamers now, as being spoken to rudely I'd rather not support them.
Oh, I hear you there, brother. I hear you there 100%. Yeah, you definitely don't want to patronize folks that aren't treating you, you know, especially when they're not treating you the way that you would like to be treated. And like I said, you have so many options. That's the other thing too. It's like, why subject yourself when you can... That's what I'm talking about. We got it. So we were looking for the most money. Yeah, why subject yourself when there's plenty of other streamers out there that would, like I said, appreciate having you. And sometimes it's like smaller YouTube channels can be more fun, you know, because if there's a lot of people in the chat, I find, because I do watch a lot of big YouTubers, and I find that when there's like, you know, a lot of people in the chat, your messages, or at least my messages, get lost kind of in the shuffle. But with the smaller kind of audience channels, like you can actually be heard. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier to interact with the host and, you know, make requests and stuff like that. I mean, within reason. It's not like you can go in there and just be like, well, you should do this and you got to do that kind of thing. But just makes it, I think, a little bit more fun when you can kind of get to know the streamer and they become more of a friend than just kind of a
Some
TV
have said
show.
just because it's called a Livicat doesn't mean we had to read every single message you send.
Well, you know, and while that might be true, um, at the same time, you don't have to stay. You know, because if that's how they feel about the messages that people send them, then I would go to another channel where people appreciate the words that you have to say. Uh, it's unfortunate that they feel that way. It really is, because my thing is, if somebody takes time to come to your channel and to participate, the least you could do is acknowledge them. You know, it's like not pretend like their words don't exist. And so that makes it disappointing. Yeah, sorry to hear that's happened. But like I said, yeah, shop around, find you some new YouTubers. I have a stable of folks that I watch that live stream throughout the day. So I'm working from home, and I have streamers that I watch in the morning, and then it switches to some other ones in the afternoon, and then there's some other ones that I watch, you know, later in the day, close to the end of the day. And so I have YouTube running in the background, sort of like a television or a radio that I can interact with. And so I have my my work computer, and I'm doing work, but I can still hear and see what's going on at the same time.
You okay? My Apple spins. You've gone quiet, haha.
He's enjoying the chill. They're enjoying the chill. I don't know if it's a male or female, so I won't assign pronouns, but yeah, maybe they're just enjoying the. Seems like there's like 10 or 11 people here, so it's like a lot of people are just kind of sitting back and enjoying the chill. I thought that was mine, which is perfectly fine too. Like I said, that's the only reason. Well, I won't say the only reason, but it's one of the main reasons why I have the channel formatted. It took a while to format the channel this way, where, it's more of a regular thing. In the beginning, I just kind of played whatever I felt like, and it made the channel very kind of disjointed. But I realized that I could still play what I like and still have some variety and have some structure. So, like I said, the new channel format now has structure, it has variety, it has chill moments where, like I said, we can talk about everything from what's your favorite food, to what's your favorite video game, to the weather, and then still have like a moment where we're actually, into a game and looking at the long series, like the movie games. Those are always fun because it's like we're all sitting in the same room kind of watching Netflix together. And so you guys can interact in the chat. And with a lot of the games, especially the game that I'm going to be playing this Friday's movie game, you guys can actually help me make the choices because the game pauses between the decisions. So I'll ask you all, what should I do next in the movie? And you guys can put input in and kind of help to customize and make the movie the way you want it to be. Like I say, I'm trying to make a little bit of everything for everybody. Seems like a lot of people have been playing that new Resident Evil. And I wish I could play it, but I have a PlayStation 4, and it's only on the PlayStation 5, so I have to wait a little bit. I think I'm going to take the money. Because I was reading an article the other day, and Sony was saying that this year, towards the end of the month or so, kind of getting into the next couple of months, that they were going to start kind of cutting back on the number of games that were going to be released for both the PS4 and the PS5, and most new games would just go straight to PS5. So, like, the number of games available, new games, is starting to decrease. The cool thing about it is, a lot of the PlayStation 4 games I have, I can play on the PlayStation 5, so I don't lose any games. I can still play them all. And it's a better system. I just never invested in one in the past because I didn't think it was this close. Oh, I got it. My man on the end over there was pretty close, man. There's only 120 points separating us, so making me a little nervous there. Making me nervous. So we got a house, we had 8 knowledge points, 2 wealth points, 1 happiness.
Yes, go you.
Video game designer, man, we were doing it. We were living that life, you know, making video games, making money. Didn't have no kids, didn't have no wife, no pets, but I'm saying we were living that life. Living that life. And let's do one more. After whatever it's doing. We'll do one more round, and then I'm going to take a break, and then we'll do Red Dead Redemption 2. Has anybody played or watched anybody play the new Resident Evil? I think it's called Resident Evil Requiem. I think that's the name of it. It looks pretty scary.
Right, I'm sorry, but I'm getting tired.
Oh, no worries, brother. Like I said, I realize it's getting late for you, so no worries, no worries. Like I said, yeah, for all my viewers that are over in Europe or in Asia and things like that, I know it's probably later at night for you guys, so I appreciate you stopping by. I do streams usually around this time, but if there's enough people that would like to watch live streams, just like leave me a comment in like a video, and
so I'm gonna go and see you in the next stream, and I posted that before I HD a chance to finish LOL.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, if you can make it to the next one, that's cool. Let's go to the Haunted Hills. I did this one before. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, but if you make the next one, that's fine. But if you think you would like to see... Oh, something's happening. If you'd like to see... we'll just go to the same one because I don't want it to glitch out. Maybe not. We'll test it. We'll test fate. If you'd like to see earlier live streams, let me know, and I can try to get on earlier. It's easier for me to get on earlier on Saturday and Sunday. So if I did do early streams, they would be on the weekends just because I have to work. But like I said, always down to try to make sure everybody's got a chance to play games and participate. I'm always the little gnome man on the end, the little red hat. You can't miss me.
I'll be there. Good night for now.
Okie doke, take it easy, brother. Let's see. I don't know what the order is. Heck yeah. Oh man, graduate. Is he riding on a reindeer? man. Oh man, look at the taxes on that. Oh, you got paid. You just paid yourself. Do the laser tag. You're gonna play it safe. You're just gonna get the... See, they didn't want to do the laser tag because if everybody gets money in the laser tag, see, doing it that way, he just gets, that person gets the skill point. What's that? Oh, they get a job. Get the raise. No, I get the raise, sir. Why you want to get a new job? Should have got the raise. Now they're making less money than they were before. They were making $70,000 and took a chance to get a better job and only make $40,000 now. They sort of cheated themselves. All right, here we go. Big, 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 big. And little. And I have to pay somebody. It's all good. Can I cut grass? Oh gosh. Alright, we can play paper, rock, scissors. And so here's the thing. I can play paper, rock, scissors. I can, if I win, I get $100,000. If I lose, I lose $100,000, which means I'll be at negative $50,000. I can buy the guitar lessons, but then I have to take a $50,000 loan. I think I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go ahead and take the loan. I feel like I can pay the loan back. Let's just play it safe. I would rather somebody else not have the money, and I don't want to risk somebody being able to get $100,000. It's okay. I'll take the loan. You can be a scarecrow and get paid $70,000 a year. Everybody keeps getting that 3. So if you've never played the game of life before, the way that it works is when you are assigned a job, you're also assigned a lucky number. And if somebody spins when it's their turn and they land on your lucky number, you get $50,000 from that person. And if you land on your own lucky number, then you get $50,000 from the bank. So sometimes people will pick jobs based on the salary, like how much money you get for each payday. And a payday is each one of those times you see the green spaces with the stacks of money. Some people pick a job based on the lucky number because they might have a number that they like if the lucky number is 7 and they really like the number 7, then they might play the game like on luck versus trying to get the highest paying jobs. What I find is it's sort of a balance between luck and kind of planned events like skill. I find that usually makes you the most successful. Because if you go 100% skill, if you run into a luck game, sometimes you're behind the 8 ball. But if you kind of mix it up, then I find so if you look at the wheel, see how the 3, the 2, and the 8 have stars on them? Well, that means that those are somebody's lucky numbers. Excuse me. Oh man. Let's camp under the stars for free. Actually, now I'm going to get the guitar lessons. So we're going to take another loan. We're going to take a $100,000 loan. We're going to get the guitar lessons, which will give me 2 more knowledge points and make me the king of smart. So right now I got 2 knowledge points. And if I add the 2 more that I get from the guitar lessons, I'll have 4. And that'll put me ahead. And that's where I want to be right now. Or, wait a minute. If I camp under the stars, it's free, and I can be the king of love. I think I'm going to take the knowledge. Go ahead and give me the loan. Yep. Yep. Alright. I'm feeling good. It's okay. I'm not graduated from college yet, so I don't even have a job yet. Like, my man is still, everybody else is living that life, and my little guy is struggling to even get 1 foot into the university right now. So I feel like the game is too early. I can take on a little bit of that. Alright, he got a 5. And see, he doesn't have that much money. Or that person, I keep saying. I think in my mind, I always use the general term he, but it's not anything other than, it's just, I don't know why. Like I always say, I use the male pronoun. I should say they, because I don't know what they are. Oh, they got married. Oh, so they get money. So when you get married on the game, you have to pay everybody else for like wedding, or excuse me, they have to pay you if you get married because you're getting wedding gifts from them. We're negative $10,000. Actually, we're negative 160,000 because I got 150,000 in loans. Oh, is it my turn? See, look, I'm too busy trying to figure out my finances. That. All right, that's a good number. 20% chance somebody can do better than me. 20% chance. That's 80% chance I can win. Oh no, it's not. We tied, so I got to spin off. All right, there's a 70% chance that I can win this spinoff right here. Okay, 70%. 70%. And I barely won. Alright, I needed that money. I needed that money. I'm glad that happened. See, this is the part that's luck. Because you don't ever know, you know, when you're going to get these action cards. And then when you get the action card, then you got to win whatever the action is. So, if you're, like I said, if you're not familiar with the game of life, it is a real board game. So, it is something that you can buy on Amazon or, you know, at whatever retail store you go to shop and buy your toys and whatnot. I find playing board games on the video game is easier because you don't have to keep up with all the pieces, and you don't necessarily have to have somebody else to play with you.
Fraud alert, but thanks for streaming and keeping me company. I used to play this board game when I was a kiddo.
Hey! It's April, honey. You are all good. You can come by anytime. You were fine. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that you used to play this when you were younger. Isn't it amazing how many of the games that we grew up with are video games now? Um, I'll tell you one in particular. I play Uno on the PlayStation, and I used to play Uno all the time when I was a kid. But it's so cool playing it online because you don't have to keep up with the cards. It organizes the cards for you, and yeah, and you can play anytime. Like you don't need to have somebody else. You could just, if you have an Uno kick, you play Uno. If you want to play Life, you can play Life. If you want to play Monopoly. And I don't think I've ever finished a whole game of Monopoly in my life.
Yeah, I played Monopoly on console too.
Have you ever beat it? I don't think I've ever beaten a game of Monopoly. I don't have Monopoly on my PlayStation. Um, I think I want, so I can choose to be a vampire's butler or a witch. I think I'm gonna be. Let's go ahead and take the witch. I'll take my chance.
I have.
Oh
My
my.
kids won't play with me. No.
I could imagine. You know, Monopoly is one of those games where when you first start, everybody's fine. Usually everybody's real cool and chill. But by the end, um, either people become exhausted because the game, it takes a while. It's just a long board game. Or they get their feelings hurt because they don't have any money and somebody else does, or somebody has, all the properties that they wanted to buy, but for whatever reason they couldn't. So people like Monopoly, to me, it seems like it has the potential to bring the worst out in people because it mimics real life so well. It's so, like I said, people will get jealous, people will get fatigued, and really the secret to winning Monopoly is having a positive mental attitude. If you lose that, then the whole game is lost.
If you play it right and grab the one's new ones, you can do well.
Yeah, and that's the way I play.
And you can win pretty fast.
I agree. Some people are dead set on when they play Monopoly, they won't buy anything until they get to like the orange section and the yellow ones and the green and the blue. Those on the last two edges of the board. Man, I'm buying everything. I'm buying Baltic Avenue. I'm buying the railroads. I'm buying the utilities. Yeah, give me the red property. Give me the purple stuff. Give me that light blue stuff. I don't even care. Because here's the way I look at it. Money is money, right? And so you own the property. The property is worth something. It's got equity. So if you're low on cash, you could always mortgage it, right? And then if you put a couple of houses in a hotel,
Exactly.
a couple houses in a hotel, you're set. I'll take that $600 for a hotel on Baltic Avenue or on Connecticut or whatever. And if you own more than one railroad, you get paid. And if you own both utilities, you get paid. So, but there's sort of a strategy to it. But like I said, I think at the end of the day, it's like real life. You got to come into it with sort of an open mind and a positive mental attitude. Because if not, if you're just focused on getting money and taking money, then the game can become really frustrating really fast. But if you just focus on taking advantage of opportunities as they come, then it kind of rolls. It's just the game just kind of rolls. Are you good at word games? Are you good at like Scrabble and things like that? And feel free to lurk. You don't if you want to sit back and just chill. Don't feel obligated to answer all my questions.
Well, before I go into lurk, how do you pronounce your name? I'm okay at them.
So my screen name is Ido-Craze. Ido-Craze. Yeah. I know a lot of folks they see it and they want to say Ido or Ido. But
I
yeah,
just need to draw a commission.
Ido. You- but yeah, I'm pretty much open to
Okay.
anything.
We all
Yeah.
said it wrong.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I don't have a preference. If you want to know where the name came from, Ida Craze is an alternate gemstone for people that were born in August. So if you're familiar with kind of the monthly gems, like July, I think is a ruby, and August, the traditional stone, is something called a peridot or peridot, which is sort of a lime green colored stone. Um, but Ida Craze
I
is an.
have 2 August babies.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I was born in August, so that's why.
Peridot.
Yep, and that's
Yeah.
that's why it's Ida Craze, because I was born in August, and so it's for the birth month. But yeah. So my background is in science, and so I like geology and chemistry and stuff like that. Let's cut some grass. So it has sort of a scientific name to it. It fits the motif. Let's just put it that way. You and I are very similar in age. You had mentioned your age during one of your streams. Um, so we are both in the game boat. Uh, I think the first video game system I ever played was an Atari 2600.
That's really cool though. Yeah, I'm definitely way older than most people think I am at a glance.
You know, I wasn't going to say, but you really don't. I would not have guessed it. I would not have guessed at all until you had mentioned it. Um, like I said, I wouldn't have. You know, a lot of it is your personality. You have a very jovial, don't get me wrong. You have, when you speak, you can hear experience, but you seem very. I'm trying to think of the word to use. You have a very youthful sound, and not in the sense of sounding like a kid, but you have a sense of wonder, like wonder, WONDER, that you've never left behind, or if you did, you found it again. And I think a lot of times when folks get older, they lose that sense of wonder. Um, and yours is very, very strong from what I can tell, based on your personality from your channel, which is amazing to me. And never change, never change. I think as we get older, sometimes it's easy for us to get cynical. Uh, I know I have. But like I said, I don't know everybody's stories. It's just what I see. But I do appreciate your channel. I think you I work from home, and when I work, you are my afternoon streaming block. So you get me through the day from about an hour or so before lunchtime until you sign off. You're my afternoon YouTuber. But it's funny because a lot of the people that I've met over the years playing games are also, YouTubers, and it's funny because I always had this feeling. I'm like, well, I'm probably the only person, or one of very few, that's my age. They're like, no, there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't think our channels, get the same, kind of recognition like what is the guy, Mr. Beast or PewDiePie. But don't get me wrong, PewDiePie and them are even old, but they're not. I don't think they're as old as we are.
I think it's lifestyle maybe. I came from a
Perhaps.
very rough background, so to get out of it I poured myself into work, school and my kids which died.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, no, that's a cool. It's your origin story. It's like every superhero has their own origin story. Um, whether it's something you know mystical and magical, whether it's sort of a birth from not so good times that changed into something else, or just living. You know, we all sort of have our own origin stories, and so it's what makes you you. It's what makes you unique and makes you special. But like I said, you have an amazing sense of wonder. I can feel through the screen, um, which is very engaging to watch. Never change. Keep doing what you're doing. Animal Crossing is an amazing game. Uh, I'll tell you a short story about Animal Crossing. When that game first came out, I remember, I think it was on, I'm trying to remember what system it was on when I first played it. But when the original Animal Crossing came out, I played that one. And I literally would play that game.
When I ended up in the wheelchair it gave me the opportunity to sort of learn who I am as a person. And I think I really do just learn so new.
Yeah. Well, see, that's good. It's good though. That takes a special to say and think the way you think, and say it the way that you said it. It takes a special skill of perception, because, like I said, for me, and only speaking for myself, I know that as I've gotten older, I've gotten more cynical about things and more jaded. And I think those opportunities can happen when you're not in a state of groundedness, if that makes sense. And for whatever it is, it could be grounded in anything. It could be grounded in your work, it could be grounded in your religion, it could be grounded in your personal philosophy, whatever. Uh, so, but it's good to hear. It's. I'm sorry to hear that things weren't always maybe the way that you wanted them to be, or the way that you'd hoped for them to be, but I'm glad to hear that you made the most out of those times. Because I think ultimately the ability to do that also gives you the strength to overcome. So you're doing good. We need to pay these loans back. I'm gonna be broke if I don't get these loans. But keep doing what you're doing. Never stop. Never stop. And you have a heck of a community. Everybody that I've seen come in and out of your channel, just really, really grounded people. It seems like it's not often that you see such a large number of grounded people, especially online. Because online, I feel like sometimes people don't always show their true selves. I think it's sort of a struggle online between people showing the person that they want to be versus the person they are. But the feeling that I get from your community is that of this is who we are, you know. Uh, And so that's a pretty cool feeling. Yourself and a couple of other streamers as well. Princess of Pineapples is the same way. She's the same way. It's like, you know, I am who I say I am, you know, kind of thing. We need to do something. We need to make some moves in this
Hey
game.
Ido-Games QP6SV, how are you? Skipping
Oh,
some
it's
comments.
rereading the chat.
I have 2 August babies. Peridot. Yeah. That's really cool though. Yeah,
I don't know why.
I'm definitely way older than most people think I am at a glance. I think it's lifestyle maybe? I came from a very rough background, so to get out of it I poured myself into work, school and my kids, which died. When I ended up in the wheelchair it gave me the opportunity to sort of learn who I am as a person. And I think I really do just learn so new.
Yeah, my apologies that it does that. I don't know. I think I might be able to control it. Let me see if I can make it not do that. Sometimes it likes to read the chat. Let me see if I can fix that. It seems like it happens more often when if like a couple
It's
people.
complicated, I think. Everyone does their best. Even people who are toxic. Really, our history shapes who we are and everyone is unique.
Very true. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. But do you think... So with that being said, what you just said is a really deep, very thoughtful statement. But my counter question... Oh, we got to pay taxes. Or I guess my question to you would be... How much of that is shaped by our abilities to accept where we are in the present in order to make best do of what we can do in the future? Do you think accepting the reality of today, I'm going to rephrase it, do you think accepting the reality of today has
My
any...
family life as a child was awful, but if it was different I may have turned out very entitled.
Ah, I see. So I guess the question is, do you believe embracing the reality of today, does that have any bearing on who you are in the future? Or is the future just something different altogether? Are they intertwined? Ah, I got it! 20,000! Alright, these loans aren't looking so bad when you got $1 million. You're very thoughtful.
Everyone's capacity is different. I know people who have gone through one thing once who spent their whole life using that to fuel a general.
Gotcha. Do you write? Do you do poetry or music or art or anything like that? Are you a creative person? I'm sorry to change the subject. I'm trying to... You're very thoughtful, very mindful.
But I also know people who had it so bad who ended up taking that experience and making the world around them a better place.
That I have seen. That I have seen as well. I have seen that as well. But yeah, you're a very thoughtful, mindful speaker. Are you like more of a creative person? Art, music, poetry? Writing, whether it be like short stories, and photography. I'm trying to...
I'm an artist. My other job is a digital artist.
Okay, and that makes sense. You have a your perception is interesting, and it's very it's a refreshing, very open-minded perception that I think.
That's what I'm avoiding right now. Lol.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. You know, I think it's sort of the blessing and the curse of the word job. You know, it's like when even if you're doing something that you really like, the idea that you have to do it with schedules and deadlines and to a certain specification uh, can add an extra dimension that
According
sometimes.
to my therapist, I'm an influencer.
Oh, what? Okay, okay. So I too am an INTJ. So maybe that's why
It's
you and
so
I.
hard. Lol.
Yeah, I am also an INTJ. So do I want to be a mad scientist or do I want to be a ghost hunter? I feel like the mad scientist pays more, but they pay more taxes. Either way, any of these jobs are better than the job I have today. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just be a scientist. You know, I feel like let's just go all out. Let's get the beakers, get the test tubes going. Let's just do crazy stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Lucky numbers 3. I thought that's what you were saying when the text read it. I thought I heard INTJ, but yeah, that's funny. Are you left-handed? I'm left-handed. We're gonna spin to win. We're selling our vintage spoon collection online. Come on, eBay. Come on, eBay. Come on, eBay. Don't let me down. And it let me down. That's $20,000 isn't bad though for a spoon. I'll take it. I'll take it.
It just means that I'm an introverted thinker. I think what I do now is cool is that I can get to know so many people from different walks. Oh.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Different people's walks of life and how they manifested their experiences. Yeah, that is true. So yeah, I won't go into the graphic detail about what I do 9 to 5, but it does have a lot to do with people, and that's one of the things that I enjoy the most about what I do because I can interact with. I have the opportunity, let's put it that way, to interact with a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds, um, all over the world, and it's a very unique experience. It can be stressful at times, but it's also a very unique experience because I can apply my scientific knowledge to assist people all over the world with whatever type of challenge they might be facing. Um, so I can definitely appreciate the value of what you're saying there, and I can relate to that. Well, I'm glad that you stopped by and you subscribed, and I'm glad you also have your channel. Like I said, I was so shocked when I literally was one day it was I think what it was about time before lunch, and the person that I watched stream like early in the morning, they had just wrapped up their stream, and I let the video end, and it just, you know how YouTube will automatically just put you into another video, YouTube automatically put me into your channel one day. And let's get this. And I was amazed because first I was amazed because I hadn't seen Animal Crossing in forever. And it's amazing to me how much the game has stayed the same, and at the same time how much it's changed. And then I was amazed by your community. And then the more you spoke, the more I was like, this is a really cool channel. I was like, it's perfect, you know, because it's like I don't know, it's like the best of both worlds. It's like a podcast, a talk show, a TV show, and a variety hour, like all mixed into one. Like you have perfectly blended all of this together. You are an example, I think, to a lot of YouTubers, I believe. And like I said, I can't speak for everybody, but just in my personal preference of what a content creator should be about. And that is, you know, knowing your audience, being true to yourself, delivering the best version of yourself for every stream, and consistency. Like you hit like all of the major points. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I will have to say, this will be my last head inflating moment. The music video that you had today, how long did it take for you to make that music video? Because that was amazing. Look, I was in shock, and I literally I put my away message up on my computer for 5 minutes so I could watch that video that you had made, the music video. Yes, yes. No, I have to fix my money. It's okay. I got the money to spend. I can get married, or I can get the big sunglasses. You know what?
It's a lot of fun for sure. I can't pretend I know what I'm doing. Being a content creator wasn't on my list of things to do ever. It sorta
just happened one day. You made some decorating vids. Well, it's funny, and not in a ha-ha way, but maybe a better word to use that's not judging. It's interesting.
And people asked me to try streaming so much when I got to 25K, so I just thought it would be hanging out with my 10 friends.
There you go. That's an amazing story. It's interesting where life can take you when you give it a chance. Let's get married. Wow. Alright, buckle up, baby. It's time to go. I'm gonna inject her out of this car. Oh, that was actually a good wedding right there. We made $60,000, and we got a steady.
The music video took 5 minutes to record and 3 hours to edit.
Oh my gosh. You know, I've heard that. I've heard somebody say that for every minute of, like, how every minute of content that you want to create, it takes like about 10 minutes of editing.
I've done a few more.
Oh my gosh. It was really good. It is really good. I would be curious. You don't have to show me, anytime soon, but I'll be there in the channel. But I would be interested to see others I thought it was really well made, and it was amazing because it was sort of a montage, I guess if you will say, of songs. It was a couple of songs sort of blended together, and then I liked how the characters were kind of telling the story with the song. I just everything about it was really cool. I just couldn't imagine. But yeah, I heard somebody once say for every minute of edited content, it takes 10 minutes of editing. I don't really do any editing for my videos. I just kind of they're just here. uh, I've often thought about it, and I think that's something that maybe I will try at some point, but I'm not really in a big hurry. Uh, I think I stream sort of to create. Uh,
I would say that's probably true.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I sort of try to create a Cheers, if you remember the TV show Cheers, with Kirstie Alley and Danny DeVito, and not Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito was in Taxi, but who else was in Cheers? What was his name? Ted Danson, and all those folks. I try to create kind of the Cheers bar of video games, but it's about PG-13. I usually don't get into the crazy world. I have a couple of videos on the channel that are, but I make sure to rate them so that way.
I did watch one of your videos earlier after I came to your channel to see what your channel name was.
Okay, got you. Which video did you watch? I'm just curious. So some of them, most of them are pretty chill. You get into crazy stuff like Friday the 13th. That's a whole different thing. But you cannot not wild out if you turn into Jason from Friday the 13th, right? Like you have to sort of get into that.
It was also live.
Yeah, okay. Was it one of the game shows? Usually when I do the game show nights, I try to be a really good host for everybody. So usually I try to MC everything, keep the game flow going, and jokes, anecdotes, self-deprecating humor, all that other good stuff that makes a host a good host.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. But I will say for anybody that's in the chat right now, if you've not gone to April Honey's YouTube channel,
all the stuff we do, right?
Please check it out. Please check it out. She's got one of the most amazing chill live streams that I've ever seen. Like I said, it's just a good place just to kick your shoes off, sit back, relax. You can chill. You can join in on the conversation. Like it's an amazing place. I would recommend it. Let's do this. This is gonna be a close one. I think money's gonna win us this one overall. We need to get a black spot. Come on, black. Come on.
I better get started on this drawing before I am up till 2 am working on it.
Oh, mercy.
I'll
Well, good.
be here and lurk.
It's all good.
I
Good
love
luck.
your voice.
Thank you.
It's so relaxing.
Thank you. You're not the first person to tell me that. And I honestly believe it's a blessing and a curse. Because I remember there were times I was giving seminars to a big group of people. And sometimes people would fall asleep. And I would ask them afterwards, was it boring? And they were like, no, your voice is just relaxing. But a long time ago, I used to work for a community center, and I worked a lot with kids and children, and my voice, I remember anytime I would speak, like the kids would be so engaged. Oh, I lost. It's all good. They would be so engaged. And I remember a parent once told me that. They were like, my son loves coming to your summer camps. And the reason why, like he asks what he looks for. And when he's done, he's always just so calm.
Oh no.
It's all good. He's always so calm. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that. And they're like, you just have a very calming effect for the kids and whatnot. But I loved all those kids. I still think about some of them today. I just wonder what they're up to and how they're doing. And I hope that they all are doing well. I'm pretty sure they are. And if not, things can get better. They just need to keep on going. But I'm going to take a short break. So, and this is where I switch streams. So I am going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to do Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you're new to the channel, the format of the channel is Mondays and Wednesday nights. I start off with a board game or a game show. And then my second stream is usually a series game. And right now our series is Red Dead Redemption 2. On Friday, the first stream of the night is either a board game or a game show. But the second stream on Friday is always a movie. So if you like comedies, if you like crimes, suspense, drama, things like that, and you want to sort of have a Netflix and relax sort of night with the group, come back on Friday night. Sundays are usually the wild card day. But the first game is always a game show, again. But the second is usually a wild card. And usually I'll leave it up to other people. Like if I hear people say, well, can you go back and play this game again? Then I'll do it. Or if it's a game that I can beat in one sitting, I'll play that. But yeah, but I'm glad you subscribed and I'm glad you stopped by. It was nice to get to know you better. I'll see you tomorrow during your stream. If you want to come back for the other stream, I'd be glad to have you. I'm going to be a cowboy.
Nice. I'm gonna log off for RDR because my little one is right here and it scares him.
Understood.
But it was so lovely to be able to catch a stream.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I said, and that's why I sort of mix it up. The first stream, I try to keep it more family, where anybody can watch it. Just understanding, a lot of folks are, they may have the kiddos, or just want some background, something that's kind of chill. The second one usually is something a little bit more kind of involved. So I completely understand. There are moments of RDR where it can get a little bit wild, but I'm taking my chance of trying to be a cowboy. I have a little bit of a country accent, so I feel like I have an advantage. But thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. If you like what you heard,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, feel free to either you can like it, you can leave a comment, you can let me know. Like I said, I'm always open for suggestions.
I don't mind it, but he's still awake.
Understood completely. I would never never push it on anybody. But yeah, if you give me about this time on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I'll be playing some kind of either board game or
have a great night. I really enjoyed chatting with you.
Same here. Appreciate it. I look forward. If you're streaming tomorrow, I will be there. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Link Mario. Thank you, April Honey. Thank you. There was another gentleman. He disappeared early. My Apple, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate seeing all of you, and even the guys in the background. If you're just hanging out and chilling, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. Hopefully I get to see you again soon. Be well, be awesome, be amazing, and we'll see you next time.